I wanted to see some black gay films on a regular basis, like anyone else, wanting to see, black heterosexual films, I guess, or, just gay films. I wanted a place where I can go to on a monthly basis, like anyone else, and see these films. And, I saw a need for it. Reelblack Cinema is the first and only black LGBT monthly film series here in New York.
Hi, I'm Shivani. You're watching Reelblack TV. Today we're in Brooklyn with Miss Angel Brown. What is Queerblack Cinema?
Queerblack Cinema is a monthly film series where we showcase black, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer filmmakers' works. But along with showing films, we also have what we call QBC Real Talk, which is a Q&A discussion where, for an example, we showed this film called Black Aura and an Angel by Faith Trammell, and it dealt with domestic violence. So we brought a counselor in, to the screening, and afterwards, we discussed, different issues that, we face in the LGBT community that we don't really talk about.
What films best reflect the work of Queerblack Cinema?
I would say films like Tina Mabry, Brooklyn Bridge to Jordan. Her film dealt with two lesbian women in a relationship, and one passes away and they have a son. Just the different issues with, the partner going to the hospital and wanting to see her partner before she passes and was unable to. I would say Ken Jackson film, Keith and Greg, who are two gay men who adopt a little kid. People just think we just have sex, but it's, we're in regular relationships like anyone else that have issues.
What do you feel the state of Queerblack Cinema is currently in, and how do you feel your series is affecting that change?
Well, for one, Queerblack Cinema, we're giving people an opportunity to find these black gay films. Some filmmakers coming up may not necessarily know about the Marlon Riggs or the Yvonne Welbin, so it's important that we show the younger generation about these pioneer filmmakers who paved the way for, black LGBT filmmakers like Tina Mabry, like Patrick Ian Polk, so just highlighting that, and then also just giving, a space for these filmmakers to show their work. I think, the state of Queerblack Cinema is looking good, because now we're turning it into, an archival type of place where if you're looking for black gay films, you can go to the website. If you're looking for black writings, you can go to the website and find these films and find these writings where, it may have been a little harder in the past. Queerblack Cinema is not about just showing the down low men. It's not about that. I mean, we did show this series that got picked up by Here TV called The DL Chronicles. But even with that film, it was another side to it. We felt it was important to show another side to what men go through that are on the down low. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're sleeping around with different men, even though you have a wife. Just like the whole jail system, and maybe I'm going off a little bit, they give out condoms, believe it or not. But if you accept that condom, that means you're accepting the fact that you're gay. So people prefer to have sex with a paper bag, a plastic bag, anything other than a condom, because by them accepting this condom is admitting that they are gay.
What's the criteria for Queerblack filmmakers to enter your film series?
Basically, you have to be a black, lesbian, or a gay filmmaker that have gay themed work. Because we didn't really see too many black on black relationships, that's a part of our mission to screen more films like that, so we can see images of ourselves. I mean, we know that, black on black relationship exists, but, seeing it on the screen, it just says a lot more. I was talking to this guy a while back, and he was telling me, you don't really see images like that because it's about not accepting yourselves. So it's just easier to be in, an interracial relationship, because black people are not gay. We're not gay. We don't do that. That's a white thing, So if you see that black person over there that's gay, it's almost as if, you're admitting to you being gay. We have to stop that. And I feel like queer black cinema is just showing different images of, different issues that the black community is going through. And, we need to show these films so we can begin to heal. We can begin to create these dialogues. This film series is not about just black gay people going. It's about black people, period, going. It's about people of color going. It's about just people going, period, and just discussing these different issues. I mean, we have to get HIV, AIDS under control, and we have that power. But, unless we start talking about it, unless we start talking about homophobic in churches, in the black community, unless we, start talking about why this young kid, in New Jersey got murdered because of her sexuality, then it's going to continue to happen. So I feel like queer black cinema is about creating this space where we can talk, where we can show, through films, the different type of issues that we as black gay people go through. That it's not all about sex. That's far from it. We have, relationships, in-depth relationships that are serious, and we're committed to each other.
Thank you for joining us today, Miss Angel Brown. You've been watching Reelblack TV, and I'm Shivani.